Hello, everyone. Happy Independence Day to all of my American friends. I hope you're having a good one. Today, we are going to be looking into Megsy wrapping filming from her Netflix new show. Yes, her new show. She is talking cooking and friendship, which is a bit rich. So, I've had a question from you guys, and the question is, how does she feel about it right now, and how will the show go down? So I've got two decks of cards, so I'm going to do two layers for that. One is the response to the show, and the other is how Megatron is feeling about the show. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you've been around a while, thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate you guys. Let's have a look into it. Let's see what Megsy is like with this cooking show. So let's see how she feels on wrap up. Let's have a look. See, let's see what's going on. What's going on with Megatron? Oh, the Ten of Swords is in reverse. Okay, so she's feeling betrayed. She feels very much that she has been stabbed in the back, and she knows the person who's stabbed her in the back around the cooking show. Something isn't good, so she feels betrayed. Now, the Ten of Swords in reverse, that could be the ultimate breaking of a contract, or there's a lot resting on this show with regards to further Netflix productions or for further Paramount Productions or whatever, but somebody has betrayed her around this. Nice. And she knows. She knows. Okay. The Five of Cups is in reverse. Let me just say, I think she's going to come out and she's going to say she's very proud of it. But recollections may really vary. She's uncomfortable with some aspects of the show. Nothing's as curated and perfect as she wants. So there's some disruption now within her emotions. Let's see what's above the situation. And let's see what's beneath the situation. Oh, the Three of Pentacles is in reverse. It hasn't been a happy working environment on that show set. I'll tell you that right now. I will tell you that there is some. I don't know if there's going to be some story coming out in the future because we've got a betrayal here. I don't know if it's going to be a big one. It could well be a big one, but she is dissatisfied, very dissatisfied. We have the Five of Wands. There is some bickering, some fighting, some trouble around this cooking show for Megsy. It's not going quite as she wanted. If she's wanting to cause trouble, then sure. But I mean, if you're doing a show about friendship and cooking and bleh, then you would expect you wouldn't expect the Five of Wands, which is fractious bickering behavior above. Okay, let's see what's leaving the situation. There's a lot of disruption and there's a lot of endings. I feel like the Death in reverse is she's somehow aware, right, that all of the other rebrand attempts, all of her forced puff pieces, all of her using her voice through Amid Scabies, her husband, and Jeff Royston, and the weird photographer guy, and the tech guy. There's a sense that she's having to pull things back in. She thinks she needs to pull things back in, and it's that whole blitzkrieg she's done on relationships, whether it be her familiar relationships, whether it be her relationships to the royals, whether it be her relationship to Mulrooney, whether it be her relationship to Trevor Engelson. For somehow she wants to get away from this whole I burn bridges wherever I go, da 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 feeling, because she's burnt too many. And that doesn't look good when you're trying to do a family-oriented, friendly cooking show, but also bougie. She thinks this will finesse her way out of that, but it's not going well. So let's have a look and see what's coming up. What's the next card? Okay. Right, what is on her mind? And what is surrounding her mind? All right, okay. Now, if you've been around a while, you'll know when I read on Megsy, And the royals, I should really say, when I read on the real royals and the overseas grifters, I will get the Page of Cups for the Wales family, particularly the children. So she is very triggered, very triggered by the Wales family. We have got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And this is, of course, relating to a Capricorn energy or an earth sign energy, Taurus and Virgo. But who is the Capricorn in the royals? Who is the Capricorn future queen? Yep, you guessed it, Catherine. So her main motivation, her main way of doing things is to show that she is just, if not better, she, in her mind, I don't believe this, by the way, that she is somewhat better than Catherine. That is what she's wanting to show more than anything, and that's what the cards are showing. The Empress coming up is just, we're going to get I am a mother to my husband and invisible children and multicultural rescue chickens. We're going to get this big kind of push that she is some kind of creative bastion. I wouldn't be surprised. I did predict that we are going to get more Doris this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if we had more Doris next. But this could also mean that she's going to be like supported by a lot of feminine energy. You're talking Serena, you're talking Beyonce, you got Adele there. You haven't got Gwyneth Paltrow, you haven't got Katy Perry, but she's got this energy that she's going to have a lot of feminine energy around the show. So I feel like she's going to try and bring in that element. She's also going to try and bring in an element. Recollections may vary how many children there are and how they got here, but she's going to try and bring in that element of motherhood with the Empress. She's going to really try. This is what she's wanting to do. So from all this kind of bitter noise the house and being jealous of your sister-in-law and her beautiful children, she is trying to sell herself as a mother, as the mother, and that's what she's going to go with the launch. It's Mexiteers around the world are going to need some sick bags. I am telling you now. It's initially, she doesn't want to travel anymore. Good. She doesn't want to move on. Okay. We are going to get a lot about how she thinks it's going to go. We are going to get a lot about the Empress and children in childhood. She's going to be referencing her childhood. She's going to be, by extension, referencing Harry's childhood with this cooking show. She's going to be trying to kind of bring people in and get some sentiment going on. She's going to be kind of holier than thou in it. Remember, this is a big thing for Megsy because we haven't seen any projects from her exclusively since she left. Well, we've seen Arsewipes, and that went down like a flying ton of. But let's have a look and see how it's going to be received, because that is a different thing altogether, isn't it? How will Megatron's cooking show be received? Because they're going to lay it on thick. They're going to lay it on really thick. And I think she will be say something like, the stakes are this high, because she's actually putting herself out there. Like I say before, she's mainly used puff pieces. She's mainly used other people's voices. However, she is going to try and rally people around her, whether it be Doris, whether it be children, whether it be anything, to try and prop up that image. And yes, these two are very kind of like positive cards. This is what she wants going forward. However, all of this noise and all of this issues with Megsy in the background, I mean, it won't last. I think this is the initial blast is what she wants to do with it. I don't think she wants to give up her place in the royal family or succession, but I do feel like that choice, I feel like the king is, and I've been saying this for a while, is done with them. is done with them. William is more so done with them. And I feel like the royals have some kind of plan. If you watch yesterday's reading, you'll see that the Hierophant came out quite a lot when we were talking about William, Megsy, and Harry. And I really feel like that is something that is going to be, it's coming up. There's something going on. It's bubbling away in the background. Never mind, eh? Okay, how will the show be received by the general public? Gaslighting, Seven of Cups in reverse, wishy-washy. It's an attempt to gaslight the public, but the public know that this is just more scam jam. Let's see what's crossing over. Four of Swords in reverse. They are going to be, the public have got long memories. I think the public in the UK will always remember the candle and the feather from the funeral and the coronation. They will also remember, with the proximity to two big powerhouses of the royal family, Prince Philip and Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, both passing on, that with all of this noise going on from the Olive Garden dwelling grifting people back in 2001 and 2002, the public will remember that. And that doesn't seem very family orientated, friendly or whatever, because like at the minute, a lot of people think, well, you're not working out, love. It's not going to go well. Ace of Wands is in reverse. It's going to be received poorly. They're going to say it's not very creative. They're going to say, why is she doing this? They're going to say, what is going on? And we have the Empress in reverse. So that Empress coming up for Meghan, that Empress in reverse, she would look like the antithesis. She's going to be received like the antithesis of that Empress card in her spread. They know, the people know. Even people who aren't in the Mexit community or whatever, people know. It's kind of like mainstream that these two people, that Harry and Meghan, are not like family orientated. They are not resourceful. They are not prideful. They were called by Bill Simmons grifters at the end of the day. And people know that. So she's going to come across as calculating, cold, cruel, and people already think that about her. So I don't think this is going to shift it, to be honest. The Seven of Wands, people are going to be sick of course, her going on the defensive and on the attack. Yeah, so we're used to that. We are used to this whole her saying, oh, I'm defending myself, when she's actually putting out the attacks through her puff pieces, through her various voices, like I said, Harry and the whole host of strange people that follow her around. So we've got that. Let's have a look and see what's coming up next. You want to come out? How's it going to go down? People are not going to like it. People are going to feel manipulated by it. There's that Death in reverse again. The Four of Cups is in reverse. People are not going to like being preached to. People are not going to be like to being preached to. She wants people to be receptive. However, with that Death card in reverse and that Death card leaving, the public, the very thing that Megsy is wanting to avoid, right, is this whole, I've burnt my bridges too far. I'm too cruel. I went too far. And that's exactly what the public think of her. The Nine of Swords in reverse. We are going to get the whole mental health treatment, I feel, somehow. She will. turn the public's voice, whether that public be in comment sections on news articles online, whether it be comments in TikTok, YouTube, or Twitter, or X, or whatever it's called, whatever, she is going to get some criticism. She's going to bark back at that criticism, saying she's judged by an impossible standard and mental health, but she is going to try, right? We are going to get told off by the powerful powers that whatever they are, be, were, who, whatever. We are going to get told off. The public are going to get generally told off for not liking Megsy's output, which is exactly a sane, rational thing to do. I mean, how dare you not like my how dare you not like my series? People have choice, freedom of choice, and I feel like Megsy and Harry really don't respect that freedom of choice in a sense. That Nine of Swords in reverse, we might be getting some cruel comments about how the public react. I don't actually think there are any upright cards in this deck, on this spread. It looks like very much a fail. What what a lot of the public wants for them is the Ace of Discs in reverse. They want them gone. They want irrelevancy. They just want them to shut up. Stop being grifters. Stop going after money. Just behave yourself. Stop. Ace of Discs as well. We're looking at loss of income. So they want the deals done. They want them off the world stage. The majority of people are not bothered. Let me say that, and would rather just not hear from them. But Harry and Megsy, being as so dense, light bends around them, haven't twigged on that, and probably never will, because their narcissism won't let them. Like I said, the Nine of Swords is in reverse, so we are going to get, if there's any pushback on a series, I feel like the public are going to get called bellies and catty and cruel and blah, 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 blah. And the Judgment in reverse, we're going to be told off for being too judgmental as well. So she's really going to try that. And I feel that comes in with, at the same time as the childhood and walking back through memories and focusing on the past comes in. So we're definitely going to get something around Harriet was left in the royal family, da 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 da. And we're going to get a lot around Megsy's childhood to try and counteract that. And we're going to get, I am a strong woman and I have all these female people supporting me, around the time that people will say, stop weaponizing mental health. And she's going to then weaponize mental health by extension, by being a virtuous person. But that is what I see in the cards. Let me know what you guys see. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you'd like me to elaborate more on a specific card, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all in a bit for another one. Take care, everyone.